as somebody who has played this game for a very, very long time, almost 3 years by now, it's pretty needless to say that I've come across a lot of stupid and bad player types. So today, we'll take a look at the top 5 worst types of players that I have ever seen. And this isn't just in 2021, this is pretty much of all time. So let's begin, as this will probably be a treat. So, starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the Oppressor Mark II Griefer. Now, this guy that I'm looking at right now is not actually one of the Griefers, but this is the icon that you'll see to indicate that they're on an Oppressor Mark II. So, the reason I put these guys so high up on the list is because of how common they are, and also because of the fact that, well, we already know, okay? It's pretty needless to say, we already know how bad the Oppressor Mark II Griefer is. They have countermeasures, they're a very small target, and also they have the ridiculously accurate homing missiles that, well, they have. So, needless to say, they're pretty freaking bad. But I feel like they're in pretty much every single lobby that you go into, and for that reason alone, comes in at number 5. Now, coming in at our number 4 spot, and this is probably going to be a player that most people have never heard of, but have probably encountered at least in free aim, because I don't know why. I feel like this happens more in free aim than anything else, because A, I don't really play in auto aim lobbies very much at all anymore, and B, I just haven't seen this when I used to play in auto aim lobbies all the time. But regardless, this is going to be known as what I like to call the false grinder. Now, what exactly is a false grinder? A false grinder is the guy who starts up a job, and let's say this job is something like Headhunter, Stand Your Ground, Piracy Prevention, that's a popular one, Fully Loaded is very popular with this, and basically what they will do is they will start up this job, and usually whenever you think of starting up a job, you usually think of them using it to make money, right? They'll do the job, and instead, they use this job as an excuse to kill everybody in the entire lobby. It is truly sad. Like, imagine actually having to abuse a job for kills. It's really pathetic. And on top of all of this, it also makes the grinding community look really bad, because you have all these people out there that are abusing jobs for kills. And it's like, how low can you possibly go? That's all I'm going to say. Like, that is one of the most low things you can ever actually do, and it's just really pathetic, okay? It's just really, really pathetic that people have gotten to that point now. But, I can somewhat excuse Fully Loaded, not going to lie, because Fully Loaded is usually used as a way to counter Oppressor Mark II Griefers, which I understand, but, like, there's a lot of better ways to counter it, though. Alright, I'm just going to say that much right now. And also, you don't need to freaking Fully Loaded runner for 30 minutes just to counter one Oppressor Mark II Griefer after the cooldown that was added. But I digress. I guess you can do what you want, but false grinders are extremely scummy, and because not only are they abusing a job for kills, but they also make the grinding community look really, really bad. Alright, now this next one just really makes me laugh, and for all the wrong reasons. Coming in at our number 3 spot, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the kill-death ratio, or KDR warrior. This guy is so stupid that I legitimately made a license plate that says F your KDR, because literally nobody at all in this entire world, except for all these kill-death ratio warriors, actually care about kill-death ratio in a Grand Theft Auto game, a game that is about running criminal business, making money, and then buying cool stuff and enjoying that stuff with that money that you earn. That's what this game is about. This game is not a freaking kill game like these guys think it is. But they think it is because either they came from Call of Duty, and even I can agree that that's kind of a stupid reasoning, because I came from Call of Duty, and I don't think this is a kill game. Like, I understand that this game is mostly a game that is based on being a criminal, a successful criminal, not a successful serial killer. But whatever, it doesn't really matter anymore. But the kill-death ratio warrior, this is the guy that attacks you for no real reason, and it's usually the guy that also attacks the entire lobby, usually with an overpowered vehicle like the Mark II Oppressor or something else like such. And whenever you try to attack them back, what do? Oh, that's right, they start blowing themselves up like idiots. And anytime that people start doing this to me, I simply tell them, do I need to teach you how to use an RPG or sticky bomb correctly without blowing yourself up like an idiot? Like, honestly, it makes them look like they can't even use a sticky bomb. And I've told people this before, and they don't even have a response to it because they know that they know exactly what I'm referring to, and they don't even bother to acknowledge it. Like, honestly, it really does look like they don't even know how to use a sticky bomb. All I'm going to say is this. Imagine thinking that you're good when you can't even use something as little and easy to use as a freaking sticky bomb. A C4 charge. Oh, this next one. This next one makes me cry. Makes me cry every time that I see one because it's just so stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you probably the stupidest person, besides number one, and besides the AI, that was ridiculously stupid. I'm going to leave that in there. But coming in at number 2, we have the Orbital Cannon Griefer. Now, this is where I kind of rant a little bit. Not even just because the Orbital Cannon Griefers, but because the Orbital Cannon Griefers are already bad. You know, they just sit on a property and blow you up from anywhere on the map and think that they're skilled. That's stupid. What really annoys me, though, is the fact that Rockstar has completely screwed up everything that used to involve the orbital cannon. What we used to do is go in like garages like that parking garage right behind me, and then the person would completely lose their shot. It would not hit you. They would lose that shot. They would lose the $750,000 that they spent on that shot, and then they couldn't blow you up again for another 48 minutes, which that's how it should have stayed. But now Rockstar has actually made it so that if they miss the shot, quote unquote, then they get a refund and they get to try again instantly without waiting any kind of cooldown. It is truly disgusting. And the more Rockstar makes these kind of decisions, the more respect I lose for them. Because honestly, we need Rockstar to just make it back the way it was before. Why are you refunding griefers that ruin your game, Rockstar? That's all I'm going to say about this. But the Orbital Cannon Griefer is bad for the fact that they literally think that they're good because they sit in a property where no one can kill them, and they just blow you up from across the map. And to these people I say, are you a moron? Imagine thinking that you're good because you have to spend $750,000 to kill me one single time. One happy time. Or, actually, I can even just answer the question I asked about them earlier. Yeah, every single one of them are freaking morons. Now, we now get into our honorable mentions, and there's 2 of these. The first one is the Jet Griefer. And the reason I didn't mention the Jet Griefer is because of one simple thing, and that is this, the Explosive Sniper. Okay, it's a sniper that shoots explosive rounds. So basically you can take down a jet, you can actually make it explode if you hit it twice with the sniper. Now the only problem with that is the fact that obviously not everyone, especially the lower levels, not everyone has an explosive sniper readily available for them. And it's not even just the low levels that don't even have an explosive sniper, because the way you get the explosive sniper is through research, and no one really wants to do that. And on top of that, people don't even have always access to like rocket launchers and things to take down these jets, and sometimes they don't even work because of the way that these jets fly. Honestly, it just really is sad. But because the explosive sniper exists, I really can't officially put it on the list compared to other things, especially number 1. But the second honorable mention, though, is going to actually be the Selfish Helper. And the reason I didn't actually mention this one, which I definitely would have if not for the fact that Professional, another YouTuber, brought this up first, and so I decided I was just gonna leave it out because it's already been said, and also because I'd like to keep my content somewhat original. But the Selfish Helper is an honorable mention on here regardless because of how scummy they are. And this is another one that makes the grinding community look really bad as well, just like the False Grinder. So this is the guy that sends you a bunch of messages, possibly. They'll say, hey, can you help me sell my businesses? They sometimes will even spam you, and whenever you agree, you can help them out for a really long time. Sometimes you even help them up to an hour, and then whenever they're done, and then you ask them for help, they'll leave the session, and then they won't help the person to help them. It's truly sad and disgusting that they do this. If somebody helps you, you help them back. It's that simple. And and I quote from the professional, it's the same two excuses every single time. It's always, I got disconnected or I had to go. Now, the disconnections do happen sometimes, but if you truly did get disconnected, then you would message that person back and say, hey, I got disconnected, I'll come back to the lobbies to help you sell. And then you do it. And as for I had to go, professional caught somebody doing this in one of his crews one time. Basically, a bunch of different people told them the same thing, okay? It was that this guy would help them, or this guy would have them help him, and then he would leave the lobby and not help them back. So, professional talked this guy in a PlayStation party, and he said he had to go, and professional said, every single time that somebody helps you sell all of your businesses, you just happen to have to go? And he said, yeah. He says, I don't have a lot of time to play. And professional told him, if you don't have a lot of time to play, then don't ask people to help you sell all of your businesses. Next time you're in a lobby, if you want to prove me wrong, then ask somebody else if they would like some help from you to sell their businesses. That guy didn't do that. He kept doing the same thing, and then professional banned him, and professional got spammed by this guy to let him back in the crew, and needless to say, professional did not give in to that. And yeah, so all credit for that one, though, goes to the professional. I'll link him in the description whenever this video gets posted. This is by far the saddest type of player I have ever seen in my entire life. What are you doing? But this is by far the saddest one. It's not funny. It's nothing like that. It's just saddening to see that people will stoop to this low to get kills. What am I talking about other than the God Mode Glitcher? He is at least 5 times worse than the Oppressor Mark II Griefer, because the Oppressor Mark II Griefer, there's a lot of different things I can use. I can use a Stromberg, I can use a Toreador, I can use a Jet, I can use a Sticky Bomb on the ground, I can use another Oppressor Mark II, I can use an Explosive Sniper if I'm lucky. I can use a lot of stuff on that thing. This thing, the only thing I can really do with them, and because there's 2 different ways that they can go in God mode. There's an on-foot one, where they're like on the ground, not in any vehicle anyway, just going on the ground, like walking around, shooting people. They'll glitch that into God mode there. The only way you can really take them out is, I believe, with a fire truck. And then you just water bomb them until they die. And then it'll break the God mode. Or they're in the more common feature, which is the God mode Speedo Van. The way you counter that, either you can shoot them out with a minigun on ground, or you get out your TM-02 Kinjali tank and then get them stuck somewhere. And once they're stuck underneath your tank, get out of the tank and then shoot them out with an assault rifle or even the minigun like I mentioned before. But these people, the way that they act... So, all I'm really going to say is I'm just gonna finish this one off with a simple roast to all these players. Imagine cheating in a video game and thinking that because you are cheating at a video game, you are a professional player. You're not a professional player if you're cheating to get kills. You are an idiot if you're cheating. You are sad if you're cheating. And finally, you're probably 2 years old anyway, and shouldn't even be playing this game in the first place.